Hello everyone, Mr. Hadley here. Happy Friday. Today I have one drawing lesson planned for today. All you need is something to draw with and something to draw on. If you're using a piece of paper, I recommend you get a large piece of paper, or if you have regular size printer paper, you can tape about 6 of those together to create one large rectangle. It needs to be a large piece of paper, or whatever surface you're using needs to be a little bit large, because we're going to be tracing our feet, or rather our shoes. If you want to trace your feet too, that's okay, but I'm going to be tracing my shoe, and or you can trace a slipper if you would like to as well. And we're also going to be tracing our hands too. So, as I said, just one drawing lesson for today. All you need is something to draw with and to draw on. Also, if you want to do this outside with chalk, that's totally cool too, because when it's nice out, this project is pretty cool when you have that large space outside. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to be using my shoe to draw, and let's get started. So first, you want to put your right shoe on the right side of the paper, somewhere on the bottom, and you want to use the hand that you draw with to trace. Now, if you're using a marker or using a permanent marker, please don't draw on your shoe. I'm sure there would be people other than you who would be upset about that. Don't draw on your shoes. Okay, so then you want to use your left shoe next to it. Not directly next to it, because we want some space in there, but and trace around that. Now the hands become a little more difficult, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Just continue tracing your shoe, both shoes, or slippers or feet, that's fine too. If my feet did go up here, maybe I would trace my feet, but I'm not that flexible. Okay, so anyways, what you want to do now when you're tracing your hands is you want to start on the right side or on the left, that's fine. But whatever side you are tracing on, the right side of the paper is here. You want to use your right, or if you're starting on the left side, you want to use your left hand. So right side, use your right hand, place it right here. And if you're not used to drawing with your left hand, maybe you can get somebody to help you draw or trace. Or if you want to try it, you can just trace with your left hand. Okay. Now, I'm not used to drawing with my right hand because I'm a lefty, but I'm going to try this. If I make a mistake, that's fine. Mistakes are all a part of learning, especially when you're drawing or learning anything really. All right, so you have hands and feet. Looks a little strange now because there's no body, but this is how we're going to draw the body. So I want you to start somewhere down here on one of the feet. You can start on this side too if you'd like, and you're going to make part of a triangle. Okay, you're not going to draw the bottom part. We'll draw the two sides. And then what you want to do is you want to start above the line you first started at and go up, 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 up. Don't go past the hands. On the other side, go up, 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 up. And notice how that line is diagonal. Those two lines are diagonal, and you want to connect them like that. Those are the pants. You want to make a line going up, 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 up here, starting on that part of the drawing. Then the next line starts on this part of the drawing, go up here, past the thumbs, but not above those fingers, okay? And then on one side, on top of this line here, you go 1, 2, 1, 2. You bring this line closer here, this line closer over here, connect it. It's the top of the shirt. And then we're gonna make the head. Now, I like to call this drawing a self-portrait with hands and feet. A self-portrait is usually a picture, showing yourself. And when I'm gonna draw the face, or the head rather, it's gonna be an oval shape. It might not look like me perfectly, but again, art is never perfect. It doesn't have to look like you. All right, draw some eyes where the eyes go. Football shapes. And the ears are sort of like the letter C's, all right? Backward C. This is a backward C. This is an uppercase regular C. And the eyes. Nose. All right, I'm gonna try and make it look like me. Mr. Hadley has spiky hair at the top. Some hair on the sides. And can't forget my mouth. Smiling. And that's mostly the drawing, but you can also start to pay, once you've got all this part down, you can also start to pay attention to the lines, the designs on the bottom of the shoes. So if I look here, this is the right shoe, and I've got some shapes right here, so I could start to, you know, mimic those shapes. Or just draw shapes that come to my mind. Maybe some lines. And you also have lines where? In your hands. So you can look at your hands, right, and start to draw those lines in your hands. This is if you want to get really detailed. If you want to get more detailed, by all means, go ahead. And the background, this area over here, is really for what you want to do. You know, maybe you want to draw some tree branches, right? Maybe you want to make a bird, a sun, okay? So that's the drawing lesson for today. So that concludes today's drawing lesson. Thank you so much for watching. If you followed along, awesome. If not, that's totally cool too. You can be on the lookout for other videos that I will upload, lessons from Mr. Hadley, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'll try to get them out by noon. Have a great weekend and stay safe, stay healthy. Bye. Hey, so I quickly forgot that I didn't really show you my final drawing yet. So from this sketch right here, I made another drawing, and I call it my final drawing on this piece of paper. And as you can see, some of it's colored in. I've started adding the lines right here in the shoes, and I've started adding more detail on the hands. I kept up with that tree branch theme and the blue sky. I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do down here yet. Possibly some more designs, but I didn't want to leave you without you seeing my final drawing. And you might have seen it in the background, but I wanted to show you closer up. So here it is. So yeah. Anyways, have a good weekend. I hope you stay safe and stay healthy. Enjoy these bloopers at the end of me kind of making mistakes. Yeah. Have a good weekend. Bye. Shoe and or whoa. That works. All right, so let's get started. That fell. I'm actually going to use my shoe. Okay.